get me a gun, 'cause someone's killed this father's son. There's no rest, not for me, until you're sold.
Welcome in, guys. I am Laura with PPC. We have Leah Rivers with Project L&M, Megan with Twisted Sisters Paranormal, and our guest, Scott Robinson, who has agreed to join us and share some of his stories from his time working at MRC. The paranormal community got some big news this past week with Strange Paranormal saying they are excited to open MRC to groups and events to do paranormal investigations. With that news, we decided to put out some of our clips from our investigation when we went with Twisted Sisters in October of last year. And Scott commented on that on our post and said that he used to work there and had some stories, and we communicated and he agreed to come and share some of those with us. So we are super excited to have him and hear some of these. So with that being said, we have some questions, but we're going to let Scott, it's his day, have the platform. Scott, why don't you tell us a little bit about you first? What years did you start working at MRC?
Let's see, 2009 to 2015. I worked
Okay.
6 years.
Okay, and you live there in Mount Vernon, correct?
Yes.
Okay, all right. What made you want to go work there? I guess maybe I should ask you that, or is that just because it was an opportunity?
It was just opportunity. I was working at a job in Joplin and living in Mount Vernon, and job wasn't paying well, so it was just time to find a new one, something close. And that popped up as an option to work at was MRC, because I had history working with security and abused kids, so I kind of dealt with that type of stuff, and so I ended up getting a job at MRC like December 14th, 2009.
Okay, and so it was a security guard, right? And that was your position?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So I had to like go through the whole building and look at things.
That's a big building to have
Yes.
to go through.
Yes.
Huge. So what shift did you work? Did you work night
I
shift,
worked
day shift?
the overnight, the 11 to 7. Yeah, 11 to 7, something like that.
Were
11
you
at
the
night.
only one?
No, I worked, what was it? Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So I started Sunday night. So Sunday and Monday, I worked by myself. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, I worked with somebody.
Wow.
There was like 2 people per shift, so we had to move people around to work every day. So
Makes sense. Okay. All right. So let me ask you, when did your activity start right away? Like, day one when you
yes,
started working?
I'm thinking it was like the first week
Okay. The
because
very first week.
like that's kind of how my whole 6 years started. Was I mean I can remember the first encounter is within that first week or so.
Can you describe that very first one?
Yeah, I was on the third floor, VA, walking by. It was about 12:30 at night. So maybe the house cleaners were still there, housekeepers. They were leaving 12:30, 1 o'clock. So I walked by the lobby, and this was the night I'm working by myself. I walked by the lobby. There sits a guy in the lobby. Uh, kind of had some, oh, had pants, older shirt on, had, what do you call I can't think of the word for them, the suspenders that you hook to your pants.
Yeah.
Had that.
Mhm.
He had a cigar. I guess kind of nodded my head, said like, "Hey, what's up?"
Mhm.
Kept on walking. Then hit me. It's 12:30 at night. There should be no one here. Took a couple steps back, looked around the corner. He's gone. I'm like, okay, whatever. and there was a door right there. So in my mind, okay, he could have left and went down the exit, the stairwell, out the door, and pretty quick, whatever.
Mm.
Didn't really think much about it. I'm also one of those people who, again, I'm not going to go off and tell people about it because people tend to think you're crazy at times. So
Mhm.
I don't know. It's about a week after that. I'm working with the other officer, and we're sitting at break. And I don't remember how the subject came up about paranormal, ghost, or whatever, but we started talking about it. And he's the one who brought it up. And he's like, "Yeah, I've seen one crazy thing. I've seen an old doctor with a cigar, and you can actually smell the smoke, and it's kind of the same area." We're like, "Oh, really?" And go, "Yeah, I've seen him a couple of times." I said, "Yeah, I seen somebody down there. I'm not really sure." Didn't really describe anything to him. Just said I saw a guy. He goes on going, "Well, there's a down on the first floor, I think, maybe second floor. There's a shelf with pictures." He's like, "There's a picture of the guy." I'm like, "Oh, really? Let's go see." So he's flipping through and finds the guy and points at him, and it was the guy I seen.
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
And I was just like, that was the guy I just saw. I saw earlier. I mean, it was just so that. I mean, with something like that, it gets confirmed what I saw.
Validation for you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm like, crap. That actually happened.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, did that make you feel better or worse about it?
I don't know. I mean, I got by that time I'm so used to it. I it don't really bother me. It just I just find it like I mean, yes, I knew what I saw, but also, like I've told you before, I still try to debunk it or tell myself, okay, maybe I was too tired, I was seeing things, yada yada yada. And so he confirmed it. I'm like, crap, okay, well that was the first one. Here we go.
The
You'll
validation
know that
go.
feeling.
feels
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
And so and that was like I said on third floor VA building in the lobby. Um, and then let's see, I went on kind of seeing a few, not really seeing, I guess, kind of saw shadows at different places. Our boss at the time took us down to one of the old tuberculosis buildings where the black people were kept.
Mhm.
Yeah, we checked that out last October. We were over there.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It was like the very front one. He took us in, and when we walked there, I saw a shadow in the window, and it was eerie feeling. Like, this is one of the feelings of, like, it did not want me there.
When you went into those buildings, were they, those original TB buildings, were they really dilapidated, or were they still pretty, like, you could walk in and still walk around?
Uh, you could walk in, but you could feel the floor very shifty. You can't walk too far.
Yeah, when we went in, I don't think we went upstairs, did we, Laura?
Yeah, we did. It was just a
Oh.
little sketchy.
That's right.
Yeah, it was pretty sketchy back then.
Yeah.
And the only reason I went in was I didn't want to, because I was with my boss and the other coworker, and I'm like, I don't want to make a big deal saying, "Hey, I don't need to go in." But I had that feeling of I was supposed to, but I went in anyways because I didn't want them to give me crud or crap or anything
Right.
about it. So I went
Right.
in.
Peer pressure.
Yeah, didn't really stay long, so we left. And even when I looked back, I could still see the shadow
In the
in the
window.
window. Yeah, and with that, when I did go in, I looked to see if there's any like shadow-looking object that could put off a shadow. There was nothing there, so I knew it was something, and definitely had not good feelings from it. I didn't want to stay in long because it was creepy and it was a little weird for me.
Just an eerie vibe.
Yes, very eerie.
I get
And
that.
that was the only time I went into one of those. I walked around them, and I see things. I felt very off, very eerie. And so I guess kind of walk around real fast, make sure no one's around, and I left. I guess didn't want to stay around those too long because they scared me.
Yeah, those older buildings are definitely different, completely different than the main building there, for sure.
Yes.
Yes. So then, let's see, maybe a month after that, I was working one night on the first floor, walking down the main hallway, kind of right before the main entrance to the MRC. I'm walking down the floor, you hear like someone jump roping behind you. And I could hear it. You could hear like the jump rope hit the floor. And I'd stop, turn around, look, nothing there. Turn around, start walking, and I'd hear like a little girl's giggle.
Mhm.
And then I'd start back up again, all the way down the floor.
Wow.
And that happened about every night for 1 week. Just,
Wow.
yeah. And at one time I heard it, turned around, didn't see anything, turned back around, faced towards where the opening to the MRC's entrance was, and I saw a little boy and a little girl run across into the main lobby. And again, with me being security, I'm like, oh crap, I gotta go check this out.
Mhm.
And no one there. So don't really know, like again, they could have ran out the front door or whatever, but I would have heard the door open and all that. So I know they didn't run out the front. So with that was one of those things of like, okay, I know what I'm hearing. I know what I saw. but yeah, whatever. Maybe it didn't happen. Whatever. A week after that, it was raining, and at the time, the chief of police, that was chief of police at the time, was working part time, Gary Ernest. He has taken a break, and it's raining outside, pouring. I mean, it's a nasty storm. And I stopped to chat with him. I said, "Yeah, it's quite a night. Man, these storms can make this building weird, make things creak and whatever. Yeah, it's pretty crazy, among other things." I said, "What do you mean by among other things?"
Mm.
He goes on, he goes, all my life I've never believed in ghosts at all. And I still don't know what I believe. But I know two incidents that I can't understand. And the first one was a little hallway. It used to be an old weight room down on the first floor. Kind of a little ways down from it used to be the Sanatorium. It was like a massage room now. Patients on the very bottom floor. He said he walked down the hallway, came back, and when he turned around, pamphlets that were up on the wall were flying out. So I'm like, oh, wow, that's interesting. Cool. He goes, then there's another event. I said, oh, there's one more. Yeah. I have right here on the first floor. I said, what was that? Yeah, some little girl likes to jump rope behind you. I'm like, what did you just say? Really? Like, crap, that actually happened to me then. So
More
again,
validation.
more validation. Like, so that happened. She messed with me the most. There was one. I was like a third floor VA. You kind of go down around the corner, and in the corner of you kind of go down with a ramp, and in the corner was where they kept medicine and stuff. I think that was third floor, maybe second floor. I can't remember. And I'd heard a noise. I know it was third floor because that was kind of my reason of what I saw. I heard a weird noise, and I can't really tell you what it was. It was kind of maybe a bang, but I kind of stopped and kind of looked around, couldn't see anything. I happened to look to the left, and in the windows were two red eyes. I first thought, okay, someone's outside messing with me and showing they had maybe had a laser beam. Like laser little pins. I have lasers.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, that could be, but they couldn't see me from outside because they have little tinted windows. They're really dark. You can see out, but you can't see in. Plus, it was third floor, and these two red dots were just too even and moved together. Like it followed me down the hall a little bit. Don't really know what it was. Just know it was there.
I don't like that.
Yeah, and that one was creepy. But it only happened that one time, no other time. So that was a little weird. I saw one time I was in. It used to be low tuberculosis area, and it had closed then. It was on the fifth floor, so they had patients in there, and I had a friend who was watching a patient in there, Actually, it sent me a video a long time ago. I don't have it now, but it was the wheelchair moved from one corner or from one side of the wall to the other wall, and it turned and then went backwards within like a 30-minute time. Yeah. So that was weird. Trying to think, I was on fourth floor, maybe. I think fourth floor. I had to walk down. Again, being security, I had to walk down all the hallways to make sure nothing's going on. So I think it's fourth floor. Walked down, came back. I saw a nurse in one of the rooms taking care of the patient. And I came back, and all the nurses were at the nurse's station. I'm like, I knew everybody there. I'm like, so who's the new nurse? What do you mean? Well, here. No, I saw a nurse down in one of the rooms down the hallway. Oh, that's so-and-so.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, and I can't remember their name they told me. I'm like, oh, is she new? No, she's been here a while. I'm like, I've never seen her. That's because she died like 30 years ago. Oh, like, and I saw her multiple times on fourth floor, just walking down the hallway, walking from room to room. Even had a patient who stopped me when I was walking down and asked for the nurse. And she wore the old style nurse's outfit.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, what nurse you want? Oh, and the patient would say, oh, the one in the all white dress. I'm like, I'll be right back. I can't tell them that's not real. So.
I wonder if she had the little white hat too.
Yes. She had the whole outfit. Yes.
My great grandma, when she worked there, that's what they wore.
With the white hat and the white.
Yeah, the whole white. Yeah. So I've seen her multiple times on fourth floor, just walking from room to room. And again, had many patients ask about her or tell me about her, and I'm like, I don't know what to tell you.
She's not here.
Yeah, she's not here. She's here, but she's not here.
Yes. That's really cool. Yeah.
And then I was on, again, fourth floor. At this time, they were having construction in the west wing. So if you came into the fourth floor area and went to the right, they were having construction down that side. Came in, said hi to the nurses, was heading up to, I think, sixth floor, hit the button, stood at the elevator, heard a down the hallway. I just kind of leaned back, looked down the hallway, like, really? I'm like, I don't want to do this right now. And when I looked back, I saw a shadow standing in the hallway. It was a little ways down the hallway. So kind of stood there. The nurse is like, you heard something, didn't you? I'm like, maybe. Oh, we've been hearing stuff all night long. And we shine lights down, can't see anything. Again, with me being security, I'm like, well, crap. Now I gotta go check it out.
Oh my goodness.
So I went down, checked everything. Nobody. But I know, like I said, I heard the hum, I saw the shadow, but no one was there.
Scott, was that you commented on our video and said you got at the same place that we caught something.
And that was, I was telling my brother about this. I said, like I said again, I don't really tell people or that I see something. And that was just kind of another confirmation because you guys had heard a growl. And that's down in the very, like down by the boiler room,
Yes.
by the storage area, by the docks.
By the docks, yeah.
Yes. That kind of helped confirm another story. I went down there one night, and this night, I mean, it always feels eerie down there anyway. There's not much movement. There's sounds from the boiler room. It's just kind of a weird feeling anyway. But so that door coming out of the main entrance into there is always locked. So I know no one's in there. Could be an HVAC guy, but he's not one to try to scare people. So I walked down, and this night it felt off. Walked down the little ramp into the main area down there by the storage room and all that. And your video helps confirm what I heard. I heard a growl, and it was a very scary, deep, low growl. Like, even the growl just scared me. It was like, what was that? And I kind of stopped, looked around, took my flashlight, shined around. And about that time, I hear a voice says, "Scott, leave now." Alrighty then. Bye.
Say no more, sir.
Yeah, you
Say no more.
don't have to tell me. I walked out. I didn't go down there for about a week.
I
Because,
don't blame you.
like, and even at that time, and I didn't know, I left there, went up to 6th floor because I had to go up there and check on something. And the nurse was like, "You saw something, didn't you?" How you know? Your skin is like pale white. Yes, I did. and they knew me by then, so they knew. Like they'd always ask, "Hey, have you seen anything?" And started kind of tell them some stories and stuff. But they knew that I had experiences, and that if I was, they said, I mean, like white as a ghost. I was scared. I said, "Yeah, I just had something that literally scared me," and they don't take. That takes a lot to scare me. And it was, like I said, it was a growl, kind of the same type of voice that told me to leave and use my name. And it was freaky. So with that, again, I was kind of like, hey, maybe I was hearing things until I see your video. You're like, yeah, you hear that growl, and I'm kind of looking around, I'm like, yeah, I kind of hear something. And I'm looking around, I'm like, oh my God, that's that area. Like, what the heck?
It didn't call us by name though. So
No, it
you
didn't.
win, Nick.
Yeah, I win.
You win. You can
It
have
got
that
tired.
win.
Yeah. I don't want it. It was scary.
So I have to ask, and Megan can back me up on this. The entire time that you were there, did you ever hear a phone ringing, like a phantom phone ringing, like the one that would have been like on the desk, like the dial
The
rotary kind of phone.
receptionist.
Yes.
I can't really recall. I mean, I heard many phones ringing. People just
Sure you
calling
did.
in, so I
Well,
don't.
'cause it was still an active location whenever you worked there.
Yes,
So
yes,
they
yes,
still would have been getting phone calls and
yes, yeah.
stuff like
The
that.
VA was still going. The main area of the patients were still going
Mhm.
because they didn't close till
2014, I think.
2014. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, so when I was there, it was all still active. So there were phone calls. I mean, I heard phones ringing.
Yeah.
And I heard things throughout the building. And it could be, I mean, and I kind of like go towards the noise, nothing. So I don't know. It could have been paranormal, could have been someone working, could have been
Patient.
patient. Well, some of those areas, yeah, it could have been patient, but it could have been, if it was raining. I mean, the building was old. It creaked a lot.
Hmm.
Mhm.
So, I mean, I played a lot of things off as that. Uh, I know I saw an old lady in the corner down in the kitchen one morning. I didn't really confront her. I guess saw her. I guess kind of walked through and happened to look to the right, saw a lady kind of stand by the window in the kitchen part. And I just thought it was one of the kitchen cooks or someone came in early. So I guess I didn't really confront them or anything. I guess kept on walking. So
So basically, in every part of that building, you saw or had something, an experience.
yes, yeah, pretty much.
Hmm. What was your least favorite part of the building? Let me ask that.
Uh, as I really just didn't like walking down through by the dock, that area. It was just always creepy anyway, because no one was there. It was a lot of noise. The boiler was going on. It was a lot of the machines were running. So it was just kind of, I didn't like going down through there. Um, I guess another place was I'd sit in a massage chair, and it was the dumbest place you could put it. They put it in where they incinerated
Mm.
the
Okay.
people. Yeah. And I'd hear voices there while I was laying in the massage chair.
Well, I think
But
that's how you can relax.
yeah, it wasn't really a good place. Not smart I didn't put it there, but they thought it was. So,
Wow.
but I never could hear what they were saying. Just heard voices.
Voices. Yeah.
So
Like mumble, like
yes,
mumbling, like a low
yeah,
mumble. Yeah.
yeah. And it was nothing really scary. It was just kind of
Conversation.
Talking.
conversation. Yeah. It was, like I said, couldn't really relax too much there.
Imagine that.
But
Why?
yeah. I mean, you get to hear a whole conversation with people.
Mm.
So,
Yeah.
what about the morgue? Megan, we went down there. That was a little tiny, right? The morgue was just this little smaller room.
Yeah, so that's where the massage chair was.
Oh, it was in there.
Yeah.
Wow.
Uh,
No,
it was-
absolutely not. No, count me out. Not going in there.
yeah.
Yeah, there was only like
Ah,
4 places, right? You walked in and it was 1, 2, 1, 2, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And then there was that little hallway in the back that they could get it in and out through that way too.
Yes.
Mm.
Yes.
that's
Now, was
awful.
there
By the
another?
way,
Do you know, Scott, was there another morgue in the building somewhere else? Like that was the original morgue, I know.
I think that's the only one, as
Yeah.
far as I know of.
The
They-
group that we were with, it was the caretaker's son. He kept saying, "There's another morgue somewhere. There's another morgue somewhere." And we were like, "I don't think so."
Yeah, I don't think there was.
Wow.
Not that I can recall. Like I said, I was 6 years there, but it's been a while. So,
Yeah.
and I don't think there was another morgue.
Well, when we were
Literally.
there, when Megan and I were there were still blood samples like that had been left, and someone had gone in and spilled them all over the floor. And I
Oh,
thought that was
wow.
really sad.
Mhm.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was a really sad thing to see.
Let's see, I moved away from 2018, 2020. I went back in there after that. I guess they opened it up, and you could go find things, and if you wanted to buy something, you could.
Hmm.
So I went in with some friends walking through there, and it had been flooded, vandalism,
Mhm.
and it was just sad
Hmm. Hmm.
to see all that.
Agreed. And what
Yeah.
they did to the chapel, because we set up so our items and there in the chapel is kind of our base area, and just to see people that had gone in and destroyed that was just heart-wrenching. Like I don't
Yeah.
understand why you would do that. Like, I mean, what purpose are you really gaining by destroying a chapel?
Unfortunately, there's a lot of drug addict people around here that they use that as a place to stay, and where they decide to vandalize and all that.
Well, I think Matt with Strange Paranormal, I think he's doing a really good job going in there and trying to keep people out of the building now that aren't
Yeah.
supposed to be in there.
Yeah, it seems like he is, and that's good. I mean, because with my knowledge of the stuff, like I know what I've seen. I guess would want that place to be at rest. I know there's a lot of things there that are not at rest. I mean, I'm all right with like tours every now and then, but it's the more people go in there destroying it,
Mhm.
that these people that are there know it as a nice area. And I guess wish they just leave them alone. So, and not destroy things.
Mhm.
Agreed. It
Sure.
was really sad. Go ahead, Leah. Sorry.
Like even when I worked there, with the flooding didn't surprise me, because even when I worked there, we had problems with flooding all the time. Like if we had big rain, some room, some hallway got flooded. So now with it being so flooded now, there's no one there to take care of it, to stop the flooding or to clean it up or whatever. So it was an old building.
Hmm.
A lot of places that flooded and you didn't know how or where it came from. It just was there.
Hmm. Well, hopefully, now that it's got, someone who's going to be in there and doing these things, they can, fix up the building and then those parts and prevent that from happening and from it getting worse.
I hope so.
Or at least be
it's
there to clean
amazing.
it up when it happens.
Yeah, right. I mean, it'd be nice if they at least be able to clean it up. But
For sure.
it was it was weird how the whole place gets shut down anyway. Like, people just left stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
It's like they just got caught up and walked out.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Mhm.
And that's what it was. Just
Yeah.
got up and walked out. I mean, like,
That's
I didn't
weird.
know. I went into work and heard it on the radio to the work that we were being closed.
Wow.
Like, no one, like people who work there, like the nurse and stuff, wasn't told by the upper management. We heard it through the radio or whatever that day.
That's insane.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah. So even with that, I mean, these people that are there now are used to having people around. Now there's no one. Like, there has to be
Ready to
weird to
talk.
them that just stuff being just left around.
So when people do come in there, depending on what kind of person you are and what you're there for, the spirits there can be really ready to talk. If you're open to that, or like the vandals, I don't think that they cared for that. I don't think that they were happy about that at all.
Yeah, I don't think there was either.
No.
They're used to it being a nice building being ran, going, and being a certain way.
Mm-hmm. No, I agree. Megan, did you have some questions, or Leah? Either one. I feel like I've been.
Well, no, I feel like I've been jumping in, and you're asking pretty much what I was wanting to ask anyway.
Leah,
I
you're
just-
quiet.
I just want to say that you're a very brave man. My husband worked as a cop for a while, and then he was a security guard out at Spirit, and he worked the night shift. And he would call me because he'd have to go check out a building, and he was scared because he could see a shadow or something, and he'd be like on the phone, and he'd be like, okay, I'm going to go in here, and I'm going to do this, and I'm going to check this building. So every time he would tell me, oh, now I got to go check it, I would giggle inside because I would remember him, my husband, calling me and being like, it's like, I don't know, 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, what do you want? He's like, I'm a little scared.
Right,
I'm scared
yeah.
and I got to go in. And he told me, a story of this trash can moving and following him in this building, and there's nobody there, And, but so your stories were like, I could see them, and it's fascinating, and I believe them, and you're very brave. I just
Yeah.
need to tell you that.
Thank you. I mean, I did the same thing. I like, if I saw something, I might go tell one of the nurses,
Yeah.
hey, I gotta go check something out. If I'm not back in 30
Yeah.
minutes, come looking for me.
Please.
Yeah.
It's just, for me, it's cool to talk to somebody. I grew up in Miller, so I'm from the area.
Right.
My great grandma worked at the chest hospital when it was the tuberculosis hospital.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
In the 50s and 60s. Well, yeah. My grandma,
What was her name?
Lucy Choate. She worked there for a long time.
She was the nurse he saw.
Yeah,
Right,
she was
yeah.
a nurse. Yeah, right. That would be hilarious. My grandma worked there in the 70s as a nurse when it was the chest. They had I think it had already gone over to where it was the chest hospital and not just.
Right.
And then my grandma's sister, who is quite a bit younger, she worked there in the 80s. And then my mom worked there in, I think it was like 99, 2000, and it was MRC then. So she worked in the office part downstairs, like right next to the gift store.
And that was Michelle?
Yeah.
What was her name? Yeah, I know her.
Michelle Lee.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
We should. That's awesome. Yeah, that's my mom. So
Yeah,
she always said that she got a creepy feeling too. And then she was with us when we went in October.
Oh, nice.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, I had a lot of friends who like called me, hey, are you doing this podcast thing? I remember the stories I told them back when I worked there. And just like, they were like, wow, that's just nuts.
Yeah.
Did you ever get any names from any of the spirits, or do you ever get any of that?
No, I mean, I never really
Just never asked them.
asked. Like I told you, I was told I'm a medium, so that's probably why I attract ghosts.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
I also never went into it much, didn't really practice it. I didn't really go looking for them. I just know they would, if something needed, they would come to me.
I have a feeling that if we go and investigate, I'm gonna need you there because I think they're gonna want to talk to you.
Yeah,
I think so
probably.
too.
They,
Yeah.
they, like I said, I never really asked them. I mean, most of them, it was just the one that told me to leave by name, and it was something evil. There's no doubt in my mind it was evil.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I know the one about the doctor that was up on the third floor of VA. The guy I worked with told me his name. He had heard it, but I don't remember it.
Yeah.
And kind of like with the nurse in the hallways, I remember them telling me. I don't remember names. I never really try to communicate with them. I just
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like they
always,
want you though, and it's okay if you don't know their name. We'll leave it a mystery for everybody to go figure out.
right. Yeah.
That's right.
And,
You gotta
and
go figure it
maybe,
out.
and maybe they'll tell us that night. Maybe they'll feel
Right.
at ease with me around. Maybe they'll
Yes.
say something. But
Yes, I
Hey,
agree.
Scott, so I do have a question. We couldn't figure it out the night we were there, and I don't remember what floor it's on, but I think it's in the VA part. You walk in, and on both sides of this office type room, there are padded rooms that would have like a viewing window. What was that used for?
that was not VA. That was there might have been one VA, but there was two when you come in, because you had the main entrance by the very front, and then you had some sliding glass doors that came in.
Mhm.
It used to be the church area, but it ended up being like a weight room, and you have the elevators.
Mhm.
You go to the fifth floor. That used to be the old tuberculosis area. That closed down 2009, maybe 2010, and they made that for head trauma people.
Okay.
And for ones who were acting out, which
Mhm.
were many, I had to deal with a lot of them. We threw them in this padded area, and they had a window from the nurse's station
Mhm.
to watch
Mhm.
for them. And it
Oh,
was just a padded area to help keep them safe from
mhm.
their own.
Okay. We were in there and we were getting some activity in those padded rooms. We even closed the door and we were still getting activity after the door closed. So I was just kind of curious because there was one on each side of the room, those kind of, with the big heavy door that you had to close.
Yes, it was a huge door.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And that one it's still one of those places where I heard a lot of things. Like I'd hang out with some of the nurses and chat with them for a bit. And like at the end of the hallway was a big open area. It's like had a little TV, a table, had a place for them to sit and rest and eat or whatever. And you could hear things be thrown around, moved. You heard the TV turn on and off. But it was only when no one was around or in there. If we were down the hallway, you could hear things move around in there, in this area. But once you go down there, it'd be nothing.
Wow. We also got some activity on I want to say it's the surgery floor, the procedure floor, where the big open bays were.
Oh, the
Remember?
ICU.
Yes, in the
Yes.
ICU. We got some activity in the ICU too.
Yes, many people died there. It was even within the 6 years that I worked there, I bet I moved, I don't know, probably 30 people
Mm.
from there that died.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And you
So
would take them down to that little tiny morgue.
it matters whether you take them down to the morgue or we take them we'd call another morgue from wherever they come get them. So we take them down to the docks.
Mhm. That's probably why the docks are so creepy.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, those
So-
those were my questions. I had to ask you because you were going to give me more insight on parts of the building that I was unsure about. And I think the old wing that's still standing there definitely has a completely different vibe, different atmosphere, different energy than the bigger where the administration when you first walk
right.
in.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Definitely more in that building than that side. I mean, I did see some stuff from the other side, but most of the stuff was that whole building from bottom to top.
Agreed. Agreed.
We had a little
Megan?
bit of activity in was it the laundry building? Is that what they called it? The building off and back to the right. It's what how many stories is it? 3 stories, and it had the basement. It was the very first building that we went into when we all got there that night.
Let's see, there was like a little garage area. It was a storage room. And then, yes, okay, now I'm thinking
It was like a big build. It looked like a whole
yeah, it's off to the left, back behind it, like to the north of it.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes, because there's like the boiler room is down there. Building was down there.
Yeah, there's a boiler room.
And in between that and the tuberculosis buildings was the laundry room.
Mm-hmm.
And it was creepy. I never,
To say the least.
I can't really say I didn't hear anything, or if I heard anything, I don't. I heard stuff, but that was no one there, and it was kind of open because they'd move a lot of that stuff out. Some of the old laundry machines were still in there,
Mm-hmm.
but you could hear things. But again, I can't say if it was paranormal or it could have been just the wind. It was just creepy.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't the whole feeling like I got with the old tuberculosis places. It like they were all right with me being there.
Mhm.
It was just they wasn't going to show themselves to me.
Yeah.
What about we did come across some of the old elevators. Did those work when you were there? The ones that the like the metal or that you had to pull shut? Like I think we came across
The
one
ones that
down.
went down to the basement,
Yeah.
like cargo elevator.
Yeah, in the very back. Yeah, they
Mhm.
describe work.
Did you use them?
Yes, at times. But you'd get caught. It'd get stuck. I wouldn't ride them much. Well, even the good elevators will quit on you.
No.
Yeah.
I don't do elevators.
No thanks.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, we walked over 14 miles. We walked all over that place and we still didn't see everything. So kudos to you for being a guard that took care of that property.
And that is my thing. It's like I see stuff and I'm like, oh man, I'm security guard. Now I gotta go check this thing out.
Yeah. You're a brave man.
Yes.
Very.
Well, I hope that you come and investigate, and we'll just bring your snacks and everything for you, and then you just take us on a tour, and we'll talk to all the spirits with you.
Sounds good. I'll definitely do that.
That would be a lot of fun.
Agreed.
Yes.
Agreed.
Yes.
So we're looking at coming back there sometime in the spring. So I'm going to reach out to you and make sure that you're available so you can come over and meet us. And we like to meet you in person and hear some more stories and have a tour.
Right. That'd be great.
For sure. All right. Well, we appreciate you. We appreciate your time. We appreciate your stories. We're excited. We're looking forward to getting back there and meeting you.
Yes, yes, I'm looking forward to it.
For sure. All right. Well,
And I hope my stories help clarify some of the stuff at the buildings and the locations of them.
Yes, and it's definitely piqued interest for people who are interested in going.
Yeah.
I liked your message of they need to be respectful, and that there's spirits there that are waiting to talk, and I hope that that's the way it carries on to be. You know, that
Yes, yeah.
it ends up being a peaceful place to go, where you can not only see the history, but you can hear it from the spirit.
Yes.
And just kind of get a different perspective on life, and that's quite the experience to have as an investigator.
Right. Yeah, I agree.